Quick heads up first, Oceanblue sent me this to test and review. I earn a small commission through my link, but my take is my own. If you have ever gone to buy omega-3, you probably know that there are hundreds of different options. Fish oil, krill oil, different strength, different ingredients, and honestly, it gets really confusing fast. So here's the short answer up front. The best omega-3 for women is one that shows its real EPA and DHA numbers on the label. It's actually tested clean. This one is mercury tested to 1 part per billion or less. And it's easy enough to take and you'll probably stick with it. And that's exactly how I landed on Oceanblue Omega-3's 2100 with vitamin K2 plus D3 minis. I've been trying to be really intentional about the supplements I take, so I started looking into what actually matters when you're choosing one. These were probably the biggest questions I had before deciding on Oceanblue. This is the Oceanblue Professional Omega-3 2100 with vitamin K2 and D3, and it's the minis. So it's a triple strength fish oil with vitamin K2 and D3 already built in. The serving size on my bottle is 4 mini soft gels taken daily, and it's best taken with food. The first question I had is what makes a good omega-3 for women? And one thing I learned is the label can be a little misleading. A lot of fish oil supplements advertise 1000 milligrams, but that's not actually how much omega-3 you're getting. Most contain quite a bit less because the rest is made up of other fats. So this Oceanblue formula delivers a total omega-3 of 2100 milligrams, 1350 milligrams is EPA, 600 milligrams is DHA, and then other omega-3 fatty acids is another 150 milligrams. And then you have vitamin K2, which is MENA-Q7 at 100 mcg. And that last other omega-3 fatty acids is one that a lot of other brands don't include. And for women specifically, this one is a 3-in-1. The omega-3 comes with a vitamin D3 and vitamin K2 already built in. D3 supports calcium absorption, and K2 helps guide calcium to your bones, which matters a lot more as you get older. So it's just one serving instead of 3 different pills. And you can see the 2 labels right here. For vitamin K, it's 100 mcg, and for vitamin D, it's 500 mcg. And that's gonna be per 4 soft gels. And I also love that these are little mini soft gels because personally, I don't love swallowing giant pills. And so these, the way that they're so nice and shiny and slippery, they just are able to swallow so much easier than capsules or that kind of harder tablet. Just the nice like softness of this just make it really easy to take. Second question is fish oil or krill oil. So which is actually better? And after reading about both, I realized there's not really one universal winner. Krill oil usually comes in a lot smaller doses, while fish oil often gives you significantly more EPA and DHA per serving. For me, I care way more about getting a higher amount of omega-3 consistently every single day, whether it's coming from fish oil or krill oil. The biggest takeaway I found was that consistency matters more than chasing the perfect form. The third question, and this is a big one, is how do you find a clean mercury-free fish oil? This was honestly one of my biggest concerns because I wanted something that tested for purity because fish oil can vary a lot between different brands. So there's 3 quick checks. One is real purity testing. This one is rigorously tested to be free from heavy metals and contaminants, and it's mercury tested to 1 part per billion or less. 2 is gonna be the source. This is wild caught fish oil. 3 is gonna be the outside stamp. You can look it up, but it's a certified sustainable by Friends of the Sea stamp, which it made me feel a lot better about what I was taking. It has a nice natural orange flavor, and I'm not getting any of that fishy aftertaste later on. And there's a reason for that. These are refined soft gels with a burpless orange oil technology, and taking them with food also helps. And the last question is how do you know if your fish oil is actually working? One thing I didn't realize before is that omega-3s aren't something you notice overnight. There's actually something called an omega-3 index, which measures the amount of EPA and DHA in your red blood cells. Those levels build up over time, so taking your omega-3 consistently is really the most important part. For me, having a supplement that's easy to take every day makes it much more likely that I'm actually going to stick with it and make it a habit of mine. Quick housekeeping, it's made for daily use. Take your label servings with a meal. It's non-GMO and it's free of gluten, dairy, and soy, but it is a fish oil, so it contains fish and it's not vegetarian. And if you're on any medication or you're pregnant, check with your doctor before starting any supplements. So if you've been overwhelmed trying to compare all the different omega-3s options out there, hopefully this helps simplify things a little bit for you. These are just things that mattered most to me when I was choosing one, and I ended up trying Oceanblue Omega-3 2100 with vitamin K2 and D3 minis. If you have any questions whether an omega-3 supplement is right for you or how it fits into your routine, definitely talk with your healthcare provider. And if you're curious about this one, my link is below so you can check out it for yourself. And thank you guys so much for watching.